Says it's toxic and terrifying. Macomb County's public works director letting loose about the green ooze on I-696 and what she says was not done to clean it up. Candace Miller is weighing into that controversy tonight as state test results just released show there is no threat to drinking water.
Let's break down the results here. The state says it found above normal levels of hexavalent chromium in nearby storm sewers, but says contamination levels would be undetectable by the time they reach the lake.
Meantime, air monitoring and vacuuming of nearby catch basins will happen daily through the holidays.
Coco McAvoy spoke to Miller a short time ago, and Coco, she says the initial cleanup was botched.
Yes, Candace Miller is not placing the blame on one person specifically, but it's clear that someone dropped the ball here. And you can see that crews are now out here trying to contain and control this big mess. Tonight, the EPA is saying preliminary test results confirm there's no risk to the drinking water in Lake St. Clair. And that was a huge concern for many people.
We are concerned and we're going to be on top of it. This is something that the state and federal agencies are working on. They have the experts to deal with this, but our city staff has been involved in this and they are providing support wherever they can.
But there are high levels of multiple contaminants in the soil and groundwater around the electroplating services facility. Those contaminants include cyanide and chromium-6.
Well, I am calling on the EPA and proper state officials to make sure they clean this site up properly.
Candace Miller is the Macomb County Public Works Commissioner. She wants to know how this happened when the EPA spent $1.5 million cleaning up the facility last year.
Whoever said that they cleaned up that site, nobody would agree with that.
Though the site is not in Macomb County, Miller says it poses a risk to everyone.
I'm trying to raise the alarms here to make sure that the proper officials, the EPA and the state Eagle Department of the Environment, make sure that the cleanup that happens now is much, much more aggressive and impactful than what they did initially.
Miller is calling on the EPA to come up with a short-term and long-term goal to get rid of the contaminants for good. And we're told there's more testing that will be done, and the data from that testing will be complete next week. We'll, of course, keep you updated on this story. Back to you.
That we will indeed. Okay, Coco, thanks.